Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Chris Castillo. Today is August 13th, the year 2020. And yes, the Indy Wrestling Show is back, baby. And tonight we have an action-packed show. So tonight we're going to talk about AEW Dynamite, the Indy Wrestling Show, the state of wrestling. And at this time, Chris Castillo is proud to bring back the hostess with the mostest, my good friend and the creator of Sports Talk with Friends, the great Uncle Leroy Jr. How you doing?
Hey, man, look, hey, they couldn't hold me back, man. It was hard getting up in here, but definitely I like the intro, lose the cowbell, man. Like, I got too much swag for that. But hey, this is dude, Uncle Leroy. Don't say the Leroy. Without the June, we back on the Indie Wrestling Show, man. Like, it's a new day, new time, but hey, man, we got new cast, but look, we back at it. What's good?
Yeah, I'm great. I'm doing good. I'm happy to see the new technology. We're streaming live, and we got a great team with us because it's not only just me, it's not only Uncle Leroy Jr., but this year we changed it up a little bit. We got the coach.
Hey, what's going on, people?
Hey, man, that was scary. You scared me, man. Like, what the hell? Hey, that was scary.
Yeah, he's been drinking those energy drinks. I can tell.
You know, all right, baby.
It's been a minute, but we got shut down. Like everybody did in that coronavirus pandemic. But like everybody else, we made adjustments. And thanks to you guys and Sports Talk with Friends in the group, here we are. We're back, ready to go. Everyone's gone through hard times, but you know what? Hard times don't last forever. So now we're going to have some good times. And tonight, we got a great show. We're going to go over All Elite Wrestling Dynamite. We have Prince Adam in the house tonight. He's going to be our welcome guest later on in the show. But before I get into any of that, I want to talk about Sports Talk with Friends. How can the listeners join? How can we get a cool custom-made shirt like you, Uncle Leroy Jr.?
Oh, man, look, you know what? You can just put Sports Talk with anything on Google, on your address bar. You almost have to hit the .com. Look us up. We all over the place. Sports Talk with Friends.com. What is Sports Talk with Friends.com? I think that's the new jingle. But look, that's where you can do it right there. What out with your Coach Lito, man? You hanging out like you was pretty cool, but it's that hat, man. Like, you should have this in front of you. They trying to blop out the top of my head, man.
Hey, mine's worse off than yours, man. I'm glad to be on here tonight. Big wrestling fan growing up. Haven't gotten into it like I used to, but I'm here to get educated on it tonight.
Yeah, and as far as the world of wrestling, we did lose a legend. One of my favorites, the legendary Kamala, the Ugandan giant. He passed away this week. Long battle with medical history, but he's in a better place. And so shout out to you, Kamala, out there in the sky. Let me get this. That's one for him.
Man, I'm telling you, like, hit that bell. It's like I should just do something.
Big shout out to Coach Lee for wearing America's team's hat. He knows what's going on. He knows what's up. We ain't scared no Saints fans.
Oh man, I'll tell you, you gotta let the viewers know. We were giving them a lot of crap behind the scenes.
Oh, last year, y'all gave me hell.
Of course.
Year.
Of course. But man, definitely want to get into those highlights, man. So what's going on with this AEW world?
So right now we're going to talk about, in my opinion, and it's not even an opinion, it's fact. So for all y'all listening, yes, Chris Castillo said it from day one. All Elite Wrestling is the greatest promotion in professional wrestling today. I strongly believe that. If you don't believe me, like I tell everyone, check it out. And right now we're about to check out AEW Dynamite's top 5 moments of the week.
Nice.
by FTR, as well as another TNT championship.
That's my homegirl, Jen Decker. For those of y'all don't know,
out enough to make
She's
your
hot.
AEW top 5.
Tell Uncle Leroy say what?
Kick us off at number 5. Scorpio Sky has had a brilliant singles
right
run.
now,
In fact, so much so that he's become the darling of AEW dark. However, this week after cracking the top 5 in the rankings
for the
competition,
prestigious
Sky faced the biggest
TNT
opportunity at AEW since becoming the first AEW Tag Team Champion, and
of course,
his
you
match
can watch
against Jericho for
AEW
the
every
AEW
Wednesday.
World Title. Despite being outnumbered by the Nightmare Family's entourage,
And
Sky
Cody
put
Rhodes
on
came in
an
this
impressive
match
bout
with a
against
lot
the
of
American
fans
Nightmare.
there. He brought his entourage, brought the wife,
Somewhere along
brought
the way, Sky
everyone, brought Ole
succumbed
Anderson from the Minnesota Wrecking Crew out there. Everyone was out there. Let's take a little look at the action in the ring.
He thought for sure that had it won.
Cody was, I would say, kind of worn out, wrestling every week, defending that title every single week against a world-class athlete like Scorpio Sky, who's been on a roll and been looking for some respect. But it was a hard-hitting match. To me, it was kind of fast. Very quick match. Scorpio Sky gave everything and threw everything at him, but to get the thing.
Counter it, straight here.
But Cody Rhodes, seeing him live in person, the guy is his father was a legend. He's just got so much experience. You basically have to wrestle a perfect match and be on your A game.
You got to stay focused, man. You not get frustrated. You got to try to stay locked in here. Good call, Ted. You can see the frustration that time. There's no timeouts.
And what I think would cost Scorpio Sky the match, the storyline, the match, is Scorpio Sky got many close 1-2s, 2.5. He got frustrated and wrestling. All it takes is one mistake, and you're going to see that mistake right here. He did a springboard cutter, which was countered by Cody, which led to this finisher of the crossroads. And from there, it was night with Scorpio Sky. Valiant effort.
He can't kick out of 2.
At the end of the day, though, Cody Rhodes
remained victorious. The title.
Right there, to retain the title.
And still, TNT
Cody Rhodes
champion,
retains himself.
the American
Family goes
Nightmare.
home happy. Scorpio Sky back to the drawing board.
Coming in at number 4, it's not too often a referee gets a spot in our AEW top 5 list. But this week, AEW's all-star officiating crew gained a legend in Mike Chioda. Mike brings to AEW 33 years of experience and has a long...
Right here, my girl's talking about referee Mike Chioda, legendary referee with over 30 years of experience.
Of course he agreed and said he was down the middle, no funny business. To which Jericho reminded him of the time he saved
and they were talking about
Jericho some form of payback may be in order. Well, Mike being a professional that he is not having any of that.
Maybe give me a preferential call here and there. And right here, you're going to see a quick promo from Jericho. And basically, questioning integrity of the referee.
33-year vet. This is the legendary Mike Chioda right here. Kiki, we've been around the world together, man. We've had a lot of great times.
Nobody does a better promo than
As a
Chris
matter
Jericho.
of fact, I seem to remember 18 years ago or so, I made a couple calls and saved your job. Remember that?
So he's building up the storyline for the match,
and
which
that's why I
is,
wanted you with me
hey,
tonight,
Mike, you're my friend. We go back. How about in this match? You know,
and I'm going to beat
back in the day. Now today, you do me a favor.
What he did to my jacket. But just in case,
I'm going to try on some.
If I need you up there, Mike, I want you to make sure that you do the right thing. Understand me?
So Jericho's saying, "Do the right thing," which I mean is basically foreshadowing for
That's what we're going to say. You're going to call it.
Give me the hookup.
Right
let me.
When the time is right.
Let me get the advantage over my opponent.
Call it right down.
Which everybody knows, Jericho don't need no advantage. He's the greatest.
Maybe I'll get your job back.
One of the greatest
again
wrestlers on the planet today.
Here in AEW this time.
And you might be saying, "Oh, Chris, you're marking out for the wrestler." Yeah, sure. Everyone's a mark, And we'll get into the subject of marks later on down the road. Right now, we're going to some in-ring action. This was the main event of AEW Dynamite. Jericho versus freshly squeezed Cap. And Leona apparently is not dirty. And this would cause, the distraction.
Moving along to number 3, he continues to make strides and has proven to be a fierce competitor as the face of the AEW Women's Division. The AEW Women's Champ put on an impressive display. Even as
here's my favorite wrestler in wrestling today. Hikaru Shida from Japan.
Simply a Falcon Arrow when you're upset, but she was still no match for Shida, who won by submission.
trying to get the jump on the champion.
Taking on Heather Monroe,
Careful if you're Monroe. You don't want to exchange strikes.
Heather Monroe came with it.
AEW Women's Champion.
Wrestled one heck of a
Monroe may have a
match,
little size advantage.
and he brought it.
Factor whatsoever.
So, I mean, she gave everything she had.
His tag team partner very effectively was Hikaru Shida.
Shida now, once she builds that momentum, and you can see the confidence just standing forearm on another one.
She steps right into the Shida and connect and grab the hair.
So it was
very
a
aggressive
great
here.
show.
Is the AEW Women's Champion.
Oh, look at the counter
here. Oh my God, what an upset that would have been.
Yeah, reversed the Falcon Arrow and almost got a win out of it.
Now look at this. Shida says, okay, no more party time. We're getting serious here.
Knocking up that lower base. And
so overall,
man, that was kind of scary right there.
Yeah,
that was kind of scary. Like, yeah, talking about that. But what was kind of weird about that was definitely seeing those wrestlers. Actually, it's good to see them actually out there in the ring, actually getting back at the art of things. But it was kind of crazy to see no fans in the stands. So, what do you think about wrestling in this new pandemic world?
It is a big adjustment, just like all professional sports. You have to keep safe. You have to keep your social distancing. You have to wear your mask, your gloves. And what a lot of people don't know is even your eyes, you can get it. So people wearing face shield and glasses now. But for big name companies like WWE and AEW, just two off my head, they got the money and the legal resources and financial resources to enforce social distancing and to put on the mask. And they got the money for the testing of the wrestlers, even the day before the show. And AEW and WWE, they have put fans out there, but the fans are actually the wrestlers themselves, which I think is awesome because all wrestlers before they were wrestlers were fans. So they went back to their roots, and the fans are actually the wrestlers, which if you look at the AEW crowd, all those guys you see out there, they might look like a bunch of crazy people like me, but those are actually wrestlers themselves. But if you're talking about the indie shows, like some parking lot show at the flea market or Bob's car lot, those guys are, not wrestling for a big payday and wrestling and taking the risk. I mean, not even talking about risking getting the fans sick. I'm talking about getting the other wrestlers sick. I don't think they're tested at all. There are new ways. Other indie wrestling companies have tried to adapt themselves. And just this week, it came out, I believe, a Reality Wrestling Booker T's promotion out in Houston, Texas. They're actually having what's called drive-in wrestling shows. So they have the ring, all around the ring, people are parking, and they charge them like $20-$30 per carload, and you can sit there in your car and not get the coronavirus. So wrestling so it's called drive-in wrestling now. So I mean, for those who don't know, I am a wrestling promoter myself. I was about to get started this year, have my first show, but I decided to put the brakes on that because I believe safety first over everything. And once the Yankees and the Cowboys start playing with fans, boxing's back, all sports are back, especially the Dallas Cowboys and Jerry Jones, America's team, are playing again.
Say that again.
Yeah. I'm trying to get kicked off my own show, though. Wrestling will come back, and I'll come back. But this time, speaking of coming back, we're back, Coach Lee, with our first guest of the year, and he hails from Austin, Texas. He's also a wrestling trainer from America's Academy of Pro Wrestling. We have Prince Adam here. Before we bring him on, Uncle Leroy Jr., why don't you let the people see who Prince Adam is?
We got to roll that good footage.
All right.
No, that's not you.
I'm the biggest motherfucking Mexican in the world.
Now that is without the sound. Now watch this.
I'm the biggest motherfucking Mexican in the world. I'm the biggest motherfucking Mexican in the world. Hey, what's my dog?
Hey, that was well worthy. That is quite possibly the greatest clip we've ever played on the Indie Wrestling Show.
Hold on, real quick before we get started. Hold up.
Sure.
I got something. What's that say?
Cowboys run the East.
That's right.
That's what I'm talking about.
Man.
Just left. It's all good. It's all good.
Number is this? Whose number is that? 31, baby.
I think he left though.
Oh, he done took off. I was just ribbing, man.
It's all good. It's all good. You know, you are the biggest Mexican in in wrestling today. Other than Hernandez, you're right up there.
I'm at least a pound bigger than him, man. Let me tell you.
You're up there. We're glad to have you back on the show. I know wrestling's kind of scarce right now. I did see that you've been taking some airline trips to different shows. That means Prince Adam's in demand, getting his name out there.
I'm trying, man. I really am. The bookings, though, are kind of coming to a standstill, at least for August. You said before about keeping it safe and people's safety should be the forefront. So I think I reevaluated my career at the moment, and I was like, I'm going to take either this month. I'm taking this month off for sure until everything calms down a bit. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
that's a good theme.
That's right.
Good team. I can't.
Now I feel vindicated. Now we can have a show. Now I'm back. There we go.
Man, we had to go down your closet to get that.
Exactly. I had to pull that down from somewhere.
Flying everywhere.
So, wow. Excuse the dust.
I got a bigger Dallas flag around here somewhere. Let me go get it. It's bigger.
Wow. Well, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I'm going to ask you some questions now. Just so the fans out there or new listeners, we got a lot of fans. Sports Talk with Friends, especially on the Facebook page, this is streaming live. So I want to ask you, how did you get into pro wrestling and where did you train?
Awesome. Well, I got into pro wrestling early 2017. Well, actually, I started training early 2017. I'm sorry. I'm a beer in and I'm already kind of losing it. I got into pro wrestling. Yeah, there you go. I'm feeling good already. I'm loose. I got into pro wrestling when I was a kid, like a really young kid. I think the first match I remember watching was Cactus Jack versus Triple H when he was Hunter Hearst Helmsley on Raw. He pile drive through a table, and I've been hooked ever since. So there was a time in high school where I stopped watching because girls, you know what I mean. But
they're still around too.
Yeah, but and then she broke my heart, and then I started watching wrestling again. So
nice.
And so life works out. But yeah, I started training in early 2017 at America's Academy of Pro Wrestling here in Austin, Texas.
Awesome. And who was your lead trainer? Who actually did you train under?
Man, so I credit, especially during that time, this old cat named George De La Isla.
Yeah,
he's a legendary territory journeyman. He never really was the main event, but he always had a job putting other people over and making them look good. But at the time, he was kind of on his way out, retirement wise. He was losing his eyesight. I think he was going deaf. And I think he was he's in much better health now, from what I understand. But he was on dialysis, so his health wasn't really the best at the time.
You got me crying over here, man.
It's like a Rocky thing,
He's still with us.
Mick.
The GoFundMe account about to be created here, man.
Oh, he wouldn't accept it. He's like, "This is my time, man." Old school Mexican, he tough. So,
real?
No, it's like it's like a Rocky situation. It's an old dude that just salt the earth, tough as nails. I'm gonna make you puke, and you gotta come back and do it again. Kind of training.
Nice.
Him and Steve-O Reno. I'm not sure if you've heard of Steve-O Reno.
Yeah,
around my 6 month mark, he started coming to the school fully, being a trainer there. And then, of course, soon after that, ACH.
He been in WWE. He was out in Mexico. He's been all over the place.
New Japan, yeah. World travel, yeah. So those three I credit as like my main trainers, and of course other people have helped me out along the way, but those three definitely.
That's a great list.
Yeah.
Now, with all that training, where do you see yourself in the world of pro wrestling 5 years from now, and how do you plan on getting there?
Woo!
Man, he dropping these bombs on me. Yeah, like
I know, man. Hopefully, I in 5 years, I just want to pay my bills with it, man. You know.
That's a good plan.
Yeah, I just want to pay my bills.
Wait, hold ring the bell for Gateway, bro. Good answer. Good answer.
5 years, hopefully. If I don't have a contract, then I'm at least, traveling enough to where I can pay rent and I can pay for this, and I'm all right.
And beer.
Yeah, and what is
you gotta pay the
doing? Yeah, what I'm doing for that, man. I mean, I'm really trying to. Like, nutrition is my biggest downfall, but I'm on the strict diet right now.
Homemade tortillas, bro.
I know, man. It's bad. And our hours now, I mean, especially pre-COVID, it was worse. We had a full-time job, plus you're traveling on the road, so you're not really cooking all the time. But now we've had a break. My nutrition's okay. I'm hitting the gym every day, resting like Sundays. That's it. And then, training in the ring. I think my school hasn't closed, and then they do all they can to keep people safe with face masks and all that stuff. But
and you're a trainer there also? Or, I don't know. You're helping the trainer?
I help out.
I
feel weird saying I'm a trainer because I'm a baby still.
It's only been three and a half.
3 years. I'm not. I mean, I haven't been there, done that yet.
But you come a long way in 3 years.
I've grinded so hard, but the stuff I help out with, it's me just literally regurgitating back stuff that ACH or
you learn.
Ricky Starks or a Jay Sirius or a Steve Orino just told me, and I've applied, and it's helped me a lot, and I just let them know and reinforce it. And not for nothing, when I reinforce it in them, it reinforces it in me. So I get the training as well.
So those are some pretty big names. You mentioned like AEW's Ricky Starks in there. Mm-hmm. So speaking of names, you yourself are becoming a name the more you get out there. But who do you consider? You wouldn't be here on the Indy Wrestling Show with the best of the best with Chris Castillo and Coach Lee and Uncle Leroy Jr. if you were not a phenomenal pro wrestler.
Thank you, boys.
Shout out to you.
Thank you so much.
Man, his intros, bro, I'm telling you, make you feel like I
feel at least 5'6".
So being 5'6", what has been your biggest victory so far?
I mean, victory-wise in the ring?
Yes, in the ring. Or in life. Or, in life. I mean.
I honestly think wrestling and defeating ACH at ACW and Austin.
That's a big time win. I mean, ACH, WWE type wrestler, and I posted that video, and and also you got a great tag team partner, intergender partner. I would say that's one of your biggest victories, teaming up with her. I mean,
yeah, man, it was awesome. I love this business a lot. I've met a lot of close personal friends.
That's what matters most.
I met the love of my life too.
Yeah, you love it. That's why you sacrifice it. Mm-hmm. And I tell this to all the young guys. I mean, because I'm 43. I mean, I'm already. I just promoter, supporter. I do my podcast, Facebook page. But you young guys, you're like 20, 22, 23-ish?
26.
26. You're still young. You got a chance. You're young. I tell you, go for it. I mean, go for your dream. Chase it. Give it everything you got. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters. If you made it, great. If you didn't, hey, you tried. Who else can say that they were a pro wrestler in the ring?
You already lost your hair, so I mean, what else can you do?
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? I know. Just dab on too.
I got nothing left to lose. That's really it. And I'm fortunate enough to have parents that were just like, you don't want. I know you're going to college right now, but that's not what you want to do. So what do you want to do? I want to see you happy. And if that's going to make you happy, then don't half-ass it.
Man, shout out to your parents, man. Look, you know what? You have to get them on the next indie wrestling show, man.
Well, probably my ass. I'm drinking this, but
But your victory beer, your victory celebration beer, hard day of training.
Yeah,
so,
man.
When you were growing up, what pro wrestler did you look up to? Who was your favorite wrestler? Like mine was Eddie Guerrero. Who was yours looking at growing up?
So a funny story, actually. The first pro wrestler that I remember like being obsessed with, and I don't mean this to sound weird. I don't even remember fully why, but it was Val Venus. I remember like the saxophone would hit. I would go to the bathroom, grab a towel, and go to the living room, and then do it with him. And all the ladies would go like, ah! And I was like, that's the coolest thing ever. I didn't understand his gimmick because I was a kid. But like I understood that like girls like him. Okay, he's cool, you know. But then, of course, when I started getting older, it was Undertaker and Eddie Guerrero, those kinds of guys, you know. So
yeah, and I like your wrestling style, the gangster cholo type, and just like one of these days, I want to see Prince Adam go to the ring with the "Lean Like a Cholo" song. Side to side. You gotta Google that, don't believe right. Lean Like a Cholo, and then Prince Adam, perfect. I think it is.
Thanks, man. Maybe one day. We'll see.
It's. I just saw it. I heard.
We definitely got to hold on. We got to run that footage on on Mr. Valvino.
You got a clip?
Hey, we always got clips, sir.
Look at this. I'm saying, dude.
I'm not responsible for Leroy Jr.
I don't even know what it is. So
you know, I don't think we're ready for that.
Check it out. Bro, I'm saying.
Wow.
All right.
That's what you wanted, Uncle Leroy.
Bro, but all the girls would be on him. I was like, whatever he's doing it right. You know, like that's what we do.
Uncle Leroy Jr., can we pop the "Lean Like a Cholo" song for Prince Adam since he's here?
Oh man.
I think
I don't know how to Google that. You're gonna have to tell me like
lean like a cholo. That's lean like a cholo.
That's what I need to say?
No, yeah, Google it. Lean like a cholo.
Hey Google. Lean like a cholo. Yes.
That's Chingo Bling, right?
Oh, is it?
I think it's Chingo Bling. That's Chingo Bling, yeah?
It's like Little Chilo or something.
Really?
There it is.
There it is.
Uncle Leroy, what do you know about this song, Uncle Leroy?
There you go.
Hold on.
He like it.
Hey, I got a groove on. Okay, that's how you groove on.
There it is.
Man, trust me, man. Growing up, yeah.
Hey, Google.
That was on repeat.
Hey, Google. Stop music. Look, she don't even want to stop. She love it, man. I see that, man. It's like, okay.
She's trying to party. That's what it is.
And Prince Adam, another question. When you're not wrestling, like, I mean, I'm sure you got interest. What do you like to do? You're into music or outdoors?
Yeah, man. I'm a musician at heart, you know, so I'm either playing guitar or writing a song or painting or, you know, just trying to create stuff, man. I'm a deeply creative person, as pretentious as that sounds. I'm always trying to create something, you know.
That's awesome. Yeah, now, for the promoters and the fans out there, do you have any merch or how can they contact you for booking opportunities?
Well, you can contact me through my social media. It's probably the easiest way. So Adam Cadillo on Facebook, Prince Adam Official on Instagram, Chicano Kaiju at Chicano Kaiju on Twitter. Just send me a message to there.
Excuse me, sir. Wait, time out. For us public school people, can you spell that out?
For what?
Whatever you just said at Instagram.
Oh, okay. The Twitter, the Chicano.
That.
Which is, you know, yo soy Chicano.
No disrespect.
No, you're fine. And then Kaiju, which is like a movie monster, like big old Godzilla, you know?
Yeah.
Chicano Kaiju, you know?
Now, before I get to my last question, Coach Lee, do you have anything for Prince Adam tonight?
I do. Having grown up to being a wrestling fan all my life, I used to always hear, man, wrestling is fake. Wrestling is fake. What do you say to those people who say wrestling is fake?
No.
If wrestling's fake, I'll make you look real. Let's put it that way. Because
I like that comeback.
Right, that's why I said nice.
I just recovered from a bruised rib. This was torn. I have a ligament torn right now. Like it's the furthest thing from fake. But I can see why they would think that. I honestly I don't get any kind of disrespect from it when someone's like, "Isn't that fake?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah, but what do you think Game of Thrones has like real dragons? Like what do you think?" Come on now.
But you still watch it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
Hey, Coach Lee, I got a question for you, man.
Yes, sir.
Have you ever heard of a wrestler named Sir Mo?
Sir Mo, no sir.
No, you look exactly like him.
Man, I sound like everybody.
Go look up Bobby Horn on Facebook. He's gonna hate me for putting it out there, but Bobby Horn, Sir Mo, you look exact. It's the beard, man. Like he got the same beard.
Wait,
He's old though. He's got like whites in his beard, but you look just like him. Man.
Isn't he up in the Dallas area with the sword?
Yeah, Sword Championship Wrestling is his company. Yeah.
And so he's in Dallas, Texas. You can.
Yeah. You popped
So,
up, Coach Lee, and I thought you were Mo. I was like, "What's up, Mo?"
1 week he was Kimbo Slice.
I know, right?
Kimbo, I can see Kimbo.
Uncle Leroy Jr., any questions or comments or concerns for Prince Adam tonight?
Wait, comments or concerns? It's like, man, thank y'all for coming out. God bless and good night. Like, but nah, man. So one thing is, what is your style of wrestling? Because I like, being kicking with Chris Castile. I'm a luchador fan, lucha libre. So definitely got different types of style. The pro wrestling. What is your style of wrestling?
Man, this is gonna sound like a cop-out answer, but I'm a brawler, first of all, like I'm scrappy. I gotta be. I am the biggest Mexican you've ever seen, but 9 times out of 10, I'm not the biggest wrestler. So I gotta be scrappy. But with that being said, I don't like holding myself in a box, So I'm trained in lucha libre. I'm trained in collegiate wrestling. Catch as catch can. If we want to get, Kings Road in there and just be a little stiff with each other, we can do that too. I'm not gonna get hit, because I can give it back. So, yeah, when I say I want to be the best wrestler in the world ever, then that means I got to learn everything about this business.
Facts.
And that's just what I got to do. If that takes 20 years, it's going to take 20 years. I don't care, So.
Nice.
Awesome. Now, before we let you go, Prince Adam, I want to tell you thank you for being here tonight, taking time out of your training schedule and family time at home, being here. We appreciate Sports Talk with Friends and looking forward to joining the group and getting the community involved. Is there any shout outs to your supporters, family, friends, fans out there, or maybe your coach, your guys you train with every day?
Just stay safe. This world is crazy at the moment, and no matter what you believe in, just believe in it full-heartedly, and don't be afraid to stand up for what's right. If you're gonna be out and about, please wear a mask. Sanitize your hands, wash your hands, take a shower because some of y'all stink.
Hey.
Yeah. Don't. It's facts, though. It's facts. Out here smelling up the storm, and I can smell it. And they smell because I smell it through the mask, and I brush my teeth, so it's not it's not my breath, homie. So please wear some deodorant, sanitize your hands, do something. If you got a smoker's cough and you feel like you're dying, die outside 6 feet away. I got people to take care of. So, but with that being said, everybody that's in the Texas wrestling scene right now, there isn't much of a scene. And if you're not working out and if you're not training, then when I come back and I eat your lunch, that's not you. That's not on me. So I love this business. before I was in it. I love it now. I'm gonna love it when I'm out of it, and I'm probably gonna love it when I'm dead and buried. So if you're not feeling that, you're not vibing that, then you need to get out of my way and get out of other these killers' way, because there's people that are hungry coming up, and your spot's gonna get taken. So please, if you love this business and you're coming back to it, be better. Especially everything that's been going on, we need to be better. So please.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Wow. That was the best interview we've had all year, Uncle Leroy Jr.
It's only August. It's only August. Just wait.
Yeah. First show back.
This is the first show.
This is the first show, Prince Adam. Just let you know. The first show we've had.
There you go.
I want to thank Coach Lee, Uncle Leroy Jr., Prince Adam from Austin TX for being here. And next week we're going to have, he's also from the Austin area, from Austin Wrestling Revolution. We're going to have ourselves, not Alberto Del Rio, but we're going to have ourselves Alberto Del Frito. He's going to be hitting up the show. So for Sports Talk with Friends, for the Indie Wrestling Show, for me, Chris Castillo, and all the boys, thank you for tuning in tonight. We'll see you next week on the Indie Wrestling Show, baby.